Hello and warm namaste. This is me, Fulpa Sherpa, and today we are on the special part of our project. Before this, let me talk to you about the Green Voice. It is established under the Generation Green, and on this project we are carrying out digital campaign to aware the youth to the use of social media. And for more information, please get us the Green Voice at Facebook, Insta, and YouTube. And for today's Green Talk, we have already special guest. So to introduce her, Say is already a well-known singer, songwriter, and most importantly, she is a women rock star of Nepal. So let's welcome her. So welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
How are you doing? So, ma'am, in your view, what are the current environmental issues of in Nepal?
Do I have to speak in English or do
No. You can speak
in Nepali as well. Well, everywhere you look in Nepal, you can see that there's a lot of things there's a lot of environmental issues. For example, our waste management itself is becoming a huge problem day by day, because people are just like, this is an unplanned city now, where the city is not planned properly, and so if you cannot have a planned city that is not planned, it means our waste management पनि त्यतिकै हुन्छ, unplanned हुन्छ. So each घरले आफ्नो waste management पनि manage गरिरहनु पर्छ. So some people know how to manage their waste and a lot of people don't भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ छ. So I mean, you can see like everywhere, whether it's sewage or whether it's anything that is like, our environment, it needs to get managed when it's hot. So our current issues are there's not a single park now in Kathmandu. Then the bachchaharu gaera khelna sakcha, jaha rukh cha baat cha, Kathmanduबाट बाहिर निक्लेर मात्रै you can go somewhere where there are trees and environment around, त्यो पनि छ. I mean, everything, like I think Kathmandu is facing the same situation that the rest of the world is. We are definitely eating of the planet, and we are not replenishing the planet as quickly as we should. It's an important issue.
So obviously there are so many environmental issues, and among them waste management government and we are still unable to get positive impacts from it, right?
Yeah.
So in your view, what do you think is the best way to manage solid waste in context of Nepal?
Like म एउटा मान्छेले यो waste management को solution दिएको भए त I would be like Kulman. Yeah, I would be this super girl who could do everything in one little magic. I think it all depends on each and every person knowing what the environment is. Education भन्ने कुरो हो. जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो स्कुलहरुमा धेरै त्यो एजुकेसन एउटा मान्छेको सिभिक सेन्स भन्ने कुरो छ, त्यो नसिकाएर धेरै रट्नु खोज्छ. दे ओन्ली लाइक लर्निङ कमिट टु मेमोरी एन्ड भमिट भन्छ नि, त्यस्तो मात्रै एजुकेसन भइरहेको छ हाम्रो नेपालमा. आई थिंक हाम्रो नेपालमा अझै धेरै एजुकेसन चाहिँ कस्तो हुनुपर्छ भने एउटा एकदमै उच्च खालको विचार भएको मान्छेहरु त्यस्तो सिकाउनु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई सानैदेखि.
Practical knowledge should be most emphasized, right?
No, there's no such thing as emphasis. I think everything should be like brought like a wholesome kind of thing. Everything needs to be part of your maths, biology, but also remember that you need to be a good human being to use all this information for the thing. So, अब उले आफ्नो environment-लाई एउटा बच्चाले उले aware हुन थालेपछि उले के पनि सोच्न थाल्छ भने I have to look after my environment. भने यो जुन चाहिँ मेरो घर छ या मेरो बाटो छ यो सबै म हेर्न थाल्नुपर्छ भनेपछि चाहिँ then we start having a love for the trees, a love for nature, a love for things that हामीले एकदमै एक्सेसिभ चीजहरु चलाउन थाल्यो भने चाहिँ हाम्रो सबै यो कुरोहरु हुँदैन एक दिन भन्ने एउटा सानैदेखि हामीले यो कुरोहरु एउटा wholesome पाराले सिकाउन थाल्यो चाहिँ I have a feeling that maybe things will get better. त्यो मात्र पनि हैन, even we हामी each person ले एउटा सानो कुराले गर्दाखेरि हामीले एउटा डिफरेन्स बनाउँछ. फर एक्जाम्पल मैले देखेको छु धेरै मान्छेहरु त्यो फ्रुट के खायो अनि खाएर यसरी खान्छ फक्कै. There's nothing. There are no issues with that. I've seen so many people, they just throw it out on the road. I tell them, look, it's okay if it's biologically degradable. Like fruit it doesn't matter because you are degradable. The thing with plastic, you can it's for it in a long term. So you need to manage this waste एक-एकजनाले you have to start being responsible for the environment. It's not an issue of just the government. I think it's an issue of doing it one by one.
Start from your level, right?
Absolutely, not to start from every level and slowly म त गाली गरिदिन्छु जस्तो पनि तपाईँले किन गर्नु पर्छ and everybody says तपाईँ कति रिसाउनु भएको म खासमा रिसाएको होइन म खासैमा यो संसारलाई हेरेको म अब इच पर्सनले पनि गर्नु पर्यो होस् तिमीलाई छुच्ची भन्नुहोस् या छुच्चा भन्नुहोस् तर तिमीले गर्नु सक्यो भने यु आर सेभिङ सर्टन पार्ट अफ certain life of your earth. एउटै सानो प्लानेट छ त्यो प्लानेटलाई हेर्न हामी सकेको छैन त्यो सानो कुरोले हामी सघाउन सक्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो
अरूले जसुकै भन्नुहोस् but you should not forget your duty.
Absolutely, or जसुकै भन्नुहोस् I'm not bothered about what other people say. I'm more bothered about यो earth चाहिँ कति चाहिँ लामो बाँच्न सक्छ भने चाहिँ I'm more bothered about that. So I think that would be one way of tackling an issue like waste management and things like that.
So in regard to road construction, अहिले proper time road construction नभएर हामी कति धेरै प्रब्लमहरू फेस गर्नु पर्छ. So यसमा चाहिँ do you think is it the work of only government or we citizen हामीले पनि हाम्रो लेभलबाट के गर्न सक्छौँ हाम्रो लोकल एरिया?
हेर्नुहोस् है हाम्रो सिटिजनहरूले चाहिँ धेरै नै गर्नुभन्दा धेरै गरिसकेको जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. सबैले भन्छ अब जहिले पनि whenever there's a problem हाम्रो फेसबुकहरूमा त्यो गभर्मेन्टलाई नपर्खौँ हामी गरौँ भन्छ जहिले पनि होइन त्यो पनि हामीले चाहिँ के गर्दैछ भने हामीले गभर्मेन्टलाई बिगार्दैछ किनभने वी आर नट मेकिङ द गभर्मेन्ट अकाउन्टेबल हामीले चाहिँ खासमा उठेर चाहिँ किन नगरेको गभर्मेन्टले किन नगरेको उनीहरूलाई सोध्नुपर्छ फर इक्जाम्पल यो फ्लड्स भइरहेको बेलामा लाइक आई टोल्ड यु बिफोर फ्लड भइरहेको बेलामा दे सुड अलरेडी हरेक वर्ष नै फ्लड हुन्छ दे सुड अलरेडी हेभ ह्याड रिलिफ मटेरियल रेडी इफ समथिङ लाइक द्याट ह्यापन्स बिकज पानी भन्ने कुरा हामी कन्ट्रोल गर्न सक्दैनौँ river overflood हामी कन्ट्रोल what we can do is we can be prepared for disaster त्यो disaster preparedness चाहिँ छैन अनि हुन्छ नि so even in terms of like road management रोडहरू बनाउनु यो सबै कुरा प्लान नगरिकन अब it was monsoons everything खनेर गरिरहेको छ बिचरा हामी यहाँनिर के यस्तो छ कि हाम्रो युथ कि हाम्रो नेपाली युथ चाहिँ they can never enjoy the youth to the fullest every day struggle बाहिर निक्ल्यो के भन्छ सडक त्यस्तो छ के भन्छ बाहिर निस्क्यो बस गाउँदाखेरि धुलोले के भन्छ गरिरहेछ by the time you're 25 you're already becoming old because because of all the health issues that's happening over the road of course we have to make the government accountable yes हाम्रो पाराले हामीले के गर्न सक्छौँ रोड त हामीले गर्नै सक्दैन नि we are not civic engineers we are not engineers of the road हामीले के गर्न सक्छ at the most what we can do is we can go and make the government accountable for what they're doing त्यो चाहिँ गर्नुपर्छ उठाउनुपर्छ because we really need to put a lot of pressure but I think even our people are very lazy in terms of doing that उनीहरूले के गर्छ भने हाम्रो गाउँमा बनाऊ हाम्रो आफ्नै सडक भइहाल्छ भन्ने हुन्छ क्या आफ्नै घर आफ्नै देश जस्तो बनाइसक्यो आफ्नो घर आफ्नै देश हो कि हाम्रो नेपालमा एउटा घर गर्ने एक एकवटा पासपोर्ट निकाले पनि हुन्छ
So as a citizen, have you ever worked in the field of environment or have you ever contributed?
Well, as a citizen, my greatest contribution, even though it's not flashed or even though I don't need to show it, is that I'm a vegetarian, and it's an issue. As a vegetarian, I believe that we do a lot for the environment, like the greenhouse gases and I'm doing my part for this planet. So yeah, I think as a citizen I have done that. But in terms of going out there and doing things which is much bigger, this is China because like I said, एकजनाले आफ्नो ठाउँमा बसेर चाहिँ के गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ मेरो सोच छ जुन चाहिँ I think maybe you all can spread that word
obviously
as green voice
obviously. So Abhaya Subba भन्ने बित्तिकै I remember women in concert you are well known in our society for empowering women in the music industry. So do you have तपाईँको सङहरू सुन्दा पनि इट इज मोस्टली हाम्रो सोसाइटीमा के भइरहेछ सोसाइटीको कुराहरूलाई इन्भल्भ भएको हुन्छ अनि मोस्टली वुमेनहरूलाई लिनुपर्ने हुन्छ अनि त्यसै गरेर डु यु हेभ एनी प्रोजेक्ट प्लान जसमा चाहिँ इन्भाइरोमेन्टलाई पनि रिलेट गरेर गर्ने त्यस्तो केही प्लानहरू छ
एउटा कुरो के छ भने आई रियलाइज हाम्रो केटीहरूले वी टक अबाउट आवर पिरियड्स and पिरियड्सले गर्दाखेरि पनि वी युज स्यानिटरी प्याड्स or we use tampons and these are not very good for the environment. So eventually I hope I can raise a voice saying that it's very important to use things like which is environmentally friendly for us. Because those ones which are recyclable, which can be reused, standard bags which can be reused, or you can also use cups. You so maybe I am going to start, pushing for this because you got sanitary pads is a big burden for our earth and for waste management. So you got then you're responsible for your own cleanliness, hygiene, as well as the environment. So I feel like, I think that's a project that I would love to take up.
That's so great.
Because again, I'd be involved with women. It's okay, I am an activist, no doubt. I do a lot of things. But धेरै चिजहरुमा हात हाल्यो भने कस्तो हुन्छ भने धेरै के भन्छ त्यो पाल खन्यो भने केही पनि निस्किँदैन हैन त्यो एउटा पाल खन्यो भने चाहिँ पानी निस्किन्छ भन्छ नि. So for me, I'm just an activist right now for women and women issues. I just want to concentrate on that. धेरै गर्न थाल्यो भने चाहिँ I feel like people they पनि तिमीलाई पत्याउनु छोड्छ.
So you will just slowly but in a perfect manner, right?
There's no such thing as perfection, darling. There's no such thing as perfection. There's something called you need to start.
Yes.
So I'm going to start that. Yeah.
So nowadays, the youth are becoming so active, which is a good thing. And the part of the problem because they are raising their voice through the use of social media as well as they directly go to the field and they raise their voice. So how will you take their voice?
Have they really? Has it made a difference?
Yeah.
In what way?
If it is making a good impact, then how will you take it?
No, I'm just saying, has the youth, the kind of voice that they have raised, has it made any impact till now when you questions or when you
it depends, some, always it is not useful, but sometimes.
Okay. The thing is, I feel like every time a youth society kind of raises a voice, they need to up their game a little bit. They need to do a little bit of background check. They need to do a little bit of homework. They need to see what are the loopholes. What you popular, then they need to plan their activity. Okay? So if you just raise your voice, it's not enough, Askar. You have to make sure that you do all your homework and all. Absolutely, and I'll be there to help them, mentor them. In fact, when I do women in concert, I'm always talking to the girls about how to be a woman empowerment person by doing things that you're going to make it easier for the next woman. So yeah, absolutely, I'm always there for the youth.
So
always.
Okay. So what will be your message to all those young people who are very working hard to bring a positive impact in the environment?
Well, for all those young people who are doing such a lot for the environment, more power to you. There's nothing much I can do because you already are on that path. And that's all of you, Green Voice. And this is very important because youth like you are not only about just your small thing like a country or like a little place or like a little society or a race. You are interested in this earth. And we just have one earth. And so what can I say? You guys are the heroes. Yeah, that's what I think.
So at last, what do you like to say about our peace?
Well, I would say that you need to follow Green Voice on Instagram. And you also need to subscribe on the YouTube channel. And if they have a Facebook page, you don't have a Facebook, you only have Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
So so Instagram and YouTube, you follow them, subscribe to them. And if you are a Green Voice too, join them.
Yes, obviously. So thank you so much for your precious time.
Yeah, not at all.
Thank you.